Hello students, today I will deliver a e-lecture for the subject Business Management, Same 2. Today we will cover the part of our Unit 4, that is stress management. Okay, this is the topic that we will discuss today. Now when we say the word stress, so what do you understand by this word? Stress means the tension or pressure. Okay. When you are working in any organization, when you are working for your, even if you are running your own business, then stress is such a situation which arises due to some situations or some environment. Now, such kind of pressure, such kind of tensions are in the in that particular environment or situation. Now, first of all, you need to see why there are or why there is a stress in your working environment, or what are some reasons behind this stress. Why the stress is arise at the workplace, why there is a stress even when you are with your family, when you are with your friends and relatives, there also stress arises, tension or pressure arises. So it is a temporary situation or a particular time bound or a particular duration which exist in organization, or you can experience it in your routine life also. Now, stress has been defined in different ways over the years. Originally, it was concept of a pressure from environment, then at strain within the person. The generally accepted definition of stress is one of the interaction between the situation and the individual. Just now I told you it is a situational thing, or it is a particular situation where an individual is facing some problem, or when where an employee is not happy, or although he is happy or not happy is a secondary thing, but that condition he faces when he is at workplace or when he is working in his professional life. Now, it is the psychological and physical state that results when the resources of the individual are not sufficient to cope up with the demands and pressure of the situation. This is the reason why the stress is arising. Why? It is a psychological and physical state that results, means when the stress arises, when the resources of the individual are not sufficient to cope up with the demands and pressure of the situation. Correct? This is exactly why the stress is arising. Thus, the stress is more likely in some situation than other, in some individual than others. Stress is defined differently for different individuals, or every individual, every person is facing, or he is suffering from stress due to some different reasons. The reason for the stress for every individual is not same, it differs from person to person. So stress can undermine the achievement of goals both for individuals and for organizations. If, for example, a marketing person, you are working in marketing department, and you have given some target, and if you are not able to achieve that target, it means you are under pressure or you are under stress, because your boss had given you to complete the order of rupees 10 lakhs, but you are only completing orders of rupees 8 lakhs. It means it is not possible for you to complete that target of rupees 10 lakhs. It means now you are in that situation where you are facing the stress. Although you are capable of handling that stress, you will cover the backlog of 2 lakhs of order in the next month, but for that particular period and for that situation, you are lagging behind to achieve your target by this 2 lakhs. So again, that is the situation for stress. That is the example of stress we can see. Now the problem of stress. Signs of stress can be seen in people's behavior, especially in changing behavior. Acute responses to stress may be in the areas of feelings, for example, anxiety, depression, irritability, fatigue. Okay, these are the examples of stress. Behavior, for example, being withdrawn, aggressive, fearful, or unmotivated. Okay. Thinking, it means difficulties of concentration and problem solving. That may be the reason for again stress. Thinking and behavior. Behavioral stress may be the example of aggressiveness when a employer, for example, he is aggressive. Okay, he is not able to cope up the situation or to handle the situation in a correct manner or in a right direction. Then he become under pressure, and that pressure means his pressure, his tension is getting burst on his employer. That is one of the reason, that is known as behavior. Then thinking means concentration and problem solving. Then physical symptoms like palpitations, nausea, headaches. Okay, even means when if you are under stress, if you are working in any organization, you are working as at a specific position, there you may face a stress, and due to that stress you may suffer from nausea or headaches. If stress persists, there are changes in neuroendocrine, cardiovascular, autoimmune, and immunological functioning. It means your mental health is going to deprive due to the stress. That you need to remember. Not only the physical health, but you may suffer by mental health. You may face the problem like blood pressure, sugar. Okay, so physical health as well as the mental health. That is the example anxiety and depression and heart disease you may face if you are under pressure, if you are in stress. Now, signs of stress. Situations that are likely to cause stress are those that are unpredictable or uncontrollable, uncertain, ambiguous, and unfamiliar, or involving conflict, loss of performance expectations. Now, stress may be caused by time-limited events such as pressure of examinations or work deadlines, or by ongoing situations such as family demands, job insecurity, or long commuting journeys. Okay, these may be the signs. Means due to that reason, you may come under stress or you may face the situation like you are in stress. Resources that help meet the pressures and demands faced at work include personal characteristics such as coping skills, for example, problem solving, assertiveness, time management, and work situations such as good working environment and social support. These resources can be increased by investment in work infrastructure, training, good management, and employment practices, and the way that work is organized. Okay. Now, how stress is caused? Alarm reactions. When confronted with threat to our safety, our first response is psychological arousal. Our muscle pains and breathing and heart rate becomes more rapid. Okay, when you see, if you hear or if you listen a news of a demise of your dear friend or a demise of your relative, that time, that situation means when you hear that news, it is very sudden for you. You have not expected that particular situation, you have not expected that news. So in that case, your heartbeat may be become more rapid, or you will become tense, and your breathing and heartbeat will be rapid. Means you will start breathing rapidly and your heartbeats also running fast. So this serves us well when the threat is the proverbial bull in the field rushing towards us. Present day threats tend to be more psychological, for example, unjustified verbal attack by a superior at work. Okay, there may be your colleagues, they are like your competitors, they are not allowing you to go ahead of you, they are creating such a situation that you will become under pressure, under stress, they are demoralizing you, and that is the cause or a reason for stress. Adaptation. Stress is experienced when either of these mechanisms are not functioning properly, or when we find it difficult to switch appropriately from one to another. This form the basis of individual approaches to stress management, shows that it is the perception or appraisal of the situation that is key to whether or not it causes stress. Right? So, reason. Now, techniques for managing stress. Training helps prevent stress through. Now, how to handle these stress? What kind of training should be given to, so that such situation like stress should not arise? So, becoming aware of the signs of stress. Using this to interrupt behavior pattern when the stress reactions is just beginning. Stress usually builds up gradually. The more stress build up, the more difficult it is to deal with. When the stress or when the pressure or workload is at lower level, it should be manageable at a very early or a primary stage. But if the stress or the conditions, such conditions arises, then it is very difficult to handle such situation, and you badly and worstly go in the situation of stress, even that then your physical and mental health both will suffer. So analyzing the situation and developing an active plan to minimize the stressors. So learning skills of active coping and relaxation, developing a lifestyle that creates a buffer against stress. Practicing the above is low stress situation first to maximize chances of early success and boost self-confidence and motivation to continue. Continuously try to motivate yourself. Don't lose your patience. Okay, these are some what we say situations, or these are some means with the help of this you can overcome from the stress. A risk assessment strategy. 6 stages. Hazard identification. A risk management strategy. But it involves 6 stages. So first is hazard identification. Now really reliably identify the stressors which exist in relation to work and working conditions for specified groups of employees and make an assessment of the degree of exposure. Okay. Then assessment of harm. Collect evidences that exposure to such stressors is associated with impaired health in the group being assessed or of the wider organization. This should include a wide range of health-related outcomes, including symptoms of general malaise and specific disorders, and of organizational and health-related behavior such as smoking, drinking, and sickness actions. Next is identification of likely risk factors. Explore the associations between exposures to stressors and nature of harm to identify likely risk factors at the group level and to make some estimate of their size or significance. Correct? So, assessment of harm, identification of likely the risk factors means what may be the reason that likely to raise the stress. Now, this description of underlying mechanisms. Understand and describe the procedural mechanism by which exposure to the stressors is associated with damages to the health of the assessment group and the community. Correct? So, now next is audit existing management control and employee support system. Identify and assess all the existing management systems both in relation to the control of stressors and the experience of work stressors for stress and in relation to the provision of support of employees experiencing problems. See, these 6 stages, what it says or why it is mentioned, because how to handle. Okay, stress is there now, the stress has been arise, the workload is much more in number, so the pressure of the work is much higher on the employees. Now, how that will be dissolved or how that will be minimized, that must be seen. And these are the 6 stages mentioned to minimize or to overcome from the stress. Recommendations on residual risk. Take existing management control and employee support system into the proper account. Make recommendations on the residual risk associated with likely risk factors related to work stress. Correct? So, with the help of these, what you say, points, or with the help of these recommendations, one can overcome from the stress. That is, they have said or they have called it as a risk assessment strategy. Means, see, why the stress is arising? And every business there is a risk and uncertainty. Now, when that risk is out of handling situation, when the entrepreneur or when the businessman is not in a position to handle the situation properly, to manage the business properly, then the stress arises. Now, there is a risk assessment strategy, and here the 6 stages are given for managing or assessing the strategies of the to manage the risk. Now, these are like hazard identification, assessment of harm, identification of likely risk factors, description of underlying mechanism, audit existing management control and employee support system, then recommendation on residual risk. Correct? So these are the points which are related for overcoming the stress. So here we will stop, and in the next lecture we will cover the international management. Thank you.